to the Army general enlisted now. That's why the military woke up so much the last few years and swole the ranks of our listers. We went from very popular with the military to the most popular. I mean, for real. Because they know what they're hearing here is real, because they're getting the training. And they're going, George Washington's bad? Gun owners? Rural people? I'm training to take on Christians? We now have video of National Guard and of private contractors in uniform in Ferguson. You just heard me right, ladies and gentlemen. You just heard me right big time. Headlines up on Infowars.com. The company officially put out the statement, Asymmetric Solutions. We've been to Baghdad, Kabul, KL, Manila, Peshawar, and Bogota. Never guessed we'd deploy to high-threat team in our own city. To clarify, we are not protecting state law enforcement or those exercising their right to assemble. Escort detail augment for individual. That's the Attorney General. We are saddened that such service is needed in what is normally a peaceful, harmonious metropolitan area full of good people. So basically you have a Blackwater-type company. Safe tour, job complete. On direct observation, seems media has made protesters out to be more bloodthirsty than they are. Oh, why? Because you were there for a few hours with the Attorney General? How about our people there for 2 weeks? And this is how it creeps in. Oh, there'll never be Blackwater on the streets. Oh, that's a conspiracy theory. Oh, you didn't see somebody in a Blackwater shirt doing a marijuana raid in L.A.? Yes, we did. We have video of it. And now joining us is former Staff Sergeant Joe Biggs. The other big news out of Ferguson is the policeman who aimed a gun at him and others and said, I will kill you 3 times on tape, has been suspended. Reuters went with a headline, policeman suspended for pointing a rifle at a peaceful protester in Missouri. No, that's spinning it down. He was suspended indefinitely for saying, I will kill you, I will shoot you, I will kill you, I will kill you, with a bunch of effings thrown in. So that is the right thing. If the department wouldn't have done that, boy, we know they're bad. With zero provocation, some crazy guy running up with his gun, sticking it in people's chest. I mean, that is crazy town. Let's go to Joe Biggs. Joe, what have you been witnessing? I know thunderstorms came through, so that cleared people out the same night that the Attorney General was there. So this Merck group just says everything's wonderful there. I guess you haven't seen people throwing rocks or Molotov cocktails. Nobody, the cops haven't been shot at. I mean, I'm not even mad at this Merck group. I just don't like them operating inside the country. The issue is, though, what kind of propaganda is that when they were there for 1 day, you know, to tell people nothing's going on?
Joe Biggs, St. Louis here. We're right outside of Ferguson right now. And like you said, we've been here 2 weeks. I also want to give credit to the man that was directly, the threat was pointed to. You know, I had the gun pointed at me as well, but the man that it actually had to happen to was at Revolutionary_Z. The police out here have been completely and totally out of control. And what happened yesterday was the video went viral. We got footage, our own footage, put it on our website. There's quite a few footage. People saw what happened, and this man has now been removed. That's one bad cop off the road. That's one cop that I don't have to worry about shooting me because he's trigger happy. The guy was deranged and out of his mind. That was the first time since I've been here I felt like I was actually had a good chance of dying. You know you're doing something good when I've got people who are in the surrounding areas texting me and saying, hey, they've heard on local radio shows, people are making threats towards myself and the InfoWars as well because we're actually reporting on what's really happening. You know you're doing something right when people are at that point where they get so furious they're willing to make threats.
What do you know about this mercenary group, asymmetrical warfare group that was there protecting the Attorney General, Asymmetric Solutions?
Well, I know quite a bit about asymmetric warfare groups. I'm sure everyone remembers the video that David and I have being arrested by those guys. They're a bunch of ex-Special Forces, Green Beret, Navy SEAL types, the fact that they're coming down here for that, it's funny how the mainstream media spins things to where it isn't what it is, but then he has this Special Forces group come in to protect them. It's mind-blowing the links they'll go to say one thing but then do another.
Why do you think they threw in the statement there that the media is overhyping the protest?
I don't see that at all. From what I've seen, there's a lot of people who don't have a lot of money. They come out here, they're trying to film and catch little things like what happened with that cop. There's people out here with just cell phones filming. I haven't seen one journalist, anybody antagonize, provoke any kind of riot or anything since I've been here.
Exactly. That's the psyop with the police and these mercenaries and the military is attack the press, demonize the First Amendment.
What they do is they infiltrate. They had a guy that night get led into the press area. He throws a bottle from behind the press area over our head.
Stay there. I want to hear that talk to whistleblowers, exposing official government crimes that are protected under the Whistleblower Acts and federal law. Charging them with basically sedition and trading with the enemy. While this government is trading with the enemy, giving missiles to Al-Qaeda, and then saying we've got to invade Syria now because of Al-Qaeda and ISIS in Iraq, using it as a base. We're going to go back to Joe Biggs here in a moment. I'm going to take my first dose of the day, forgot to do this earlier, of the Survival Shield Nascent Iodine. I like to drink it in water. And Super Male Vitality, which has just done wonders for my stamina, energy, mood, you name it. It's got all these key herbs in it. You've heard the rave reviews. It is your purchase of these products at InfoWarsLife.com that also funds the operation. So take the challenge. Go buy some of the X2 or the Survival Shield or the Super Male or Super Female Vitality, the high-quality colloidal silver, Silver Bullet, the Lung Cleanse. We've got some specials running as well. That's InfoWarsLife.com or InfoWarsStore.com. And you can read about and watch videos about the iodine and find out why it's so special. No one else has this proprietary type. And why the globalists do everything they can to put bad halogens into the food and water, not the good halogen. And even the iodine that the government put in the salt before wasn't even the type that's really powerful. But in the old days, the government wanted you to have iodine because they weren't totally evil. Now they put the bad halogen in the water, fluoride, and take the good halogen, the iodine, out. So for me, this has been basically my personal revolution in my health against this estrogen-based, fluoride, bad halogen-based assault. InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139. Joe Biggs, I'll get an update from you towards the end of the next hour. I know you're planning to stay there a few more days. I know the thunderstorms came through and de-escalated things. The Attorney General showing up and telling people he cared, de-escalated things, while meanwhile he's behind the militarization of the police and the brainwashing to a great extent. He then poses as the savior. But I guess stay a few more days and hopefully this will de-escalate. We had another gentleman shot a few days ago there as well. What is your gut level assessment of what's coming tonight and the next night?
Yeah, honestly, the only reason I think it was as calm as it was last night, and thank God for that storm. I needed a break. I know that the city, the community of Ferguson needed that break as well. The citizens who have to try to get in and out of work, to take care of things, to go to the grocery store, have been so unable to do that because of this police state, the martial law that's been, inflicted upon them. It was a night of rest that needed to happen, and there were a lot of awake people out there. It was a beautiful thing to see that finally.
That's right. You've got interviews that are up on Infowars.com.
That are very good.
Where a lot of the folks out there talking about the Constitution, the Second Amendment, the New World Order. Sounds like you met some Info Warriors last night.
Yes, sir, we did. It was a good night overall. The people there, like you said, they were very awake, very knowledgeable. And I was just in awe of one of the ladies in our videos we put up on YouTube just to listen to her speak, I probably sat there for 15, 20 minutes, and what she had to say was just great, mind-blowing. It's what I like to hear.
In fact, I'm going to tweet that video out right now. We'll get an update from you at the end of the show coming up. Second hour with a ton of important news. Stay with us.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
After consulting top doctors, nutritionists, pharmacists, and others, we have developed what I believe is the ultimate non-GMO organic Super Male Vitality formula. Super Male Vitality by InfoWars Life is so powerful that I only take half the recommended dose.
I jump out of bed ready to fight these criminals every day. I look forward to waking up and taking my Super Male Vitality.
Visit InfoWarsLife.com today to secure your Super Male Vitality and other powerful products from InfoWars Life.
The government's Department of Homeland Security is buying up loads of ammo. At the same time, they're restricting civilians' rights to own and purchase firearms. Can you put two and two together? Infidel Body Armor can stop every round, including hollow points and .308 sniper rounds, is reasonably priced and fully legal. But for how long? Go to InfidelBodyArmor.com, spelled INFIDEL bodyarmor.com. Infidel Body Armor just won't quit.